And welcome back. Well, our next guests help kids in grades 7 through 12 become future leaders by teaching academics, athletics, and character development. Their program was first a military academy just for boys, but 3 years ago, it opened up to girls too. Paul Borns is the Dean of Admissions at St. John's Northwestern Academy, is a co-ed college prep boarding and day school, and Melissa Bishop has a child who is a student there. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining me this morning. I love hearing about this. Let's talk a little bit about the history of SJN's history with the school and a little bit about what's new at the academies right now.
Yeah, so we started 136 years ago as St. John's Military Academy, and in 1995 we merged with the Northwestern Naval and Military Academy to become St. John's Northwestern Military Academy. And then, like you mentioned, 3 years ago, we added young women to our education. And just this past year, we announced the Leadership Academy. And so one of the goals of our mission is to offer as many different options as possible for students in grades 7 through 12 to come and get a leadership education. And so while the majority of our history, the 136 years, we did that leadership through military. We've now added the Leadership Academy to be able to help students learn leadership outside of that military setting. So the foundation of our education here is in 4 pillars. Academics, obviously, with our college prep. And then we have athletics, spiritual character development, and then leadership. So as we go into this new era with 2 academies, we're keeping those pillars is the bottom line there. The military will continue in its traditions, its strong traditions, and we will be adding this Leadership Academy to help students that maybe don't want that military spin, but would still want to learn about leadership and become those leaders of tomorrow.
Well, I love that you broke down the difference between the military and the leadership, because it sounds like the pillars themselves are the same even between the 2 different genres of schooling, right?
Absolutely. And they'll be fully integrated on campus as well. There will be times in those leadership classes where the military cadets will go off and do their military leadership training, and our leadership students will do their leadership. But otherwise, for the majority of the other 3 pillars, they're together at all times in the classrooms when they're eating meals. It's a fully integrated program between the 2. We don't have separate academies where they never see each other. They're together all the time.
I love that. Do you think you guys are going to be face-to-face this fall? Do you know yet?
We absolutely are. And
really?
I think and we believe that face-to-face education is paramount to educating students today. And so we are in full swing right now, getting ready for registration at the end of August. We have our leadership, it's called Cadre, where we determine our student leaders for the year. They come in on August 18th, and then the rest of our students will come in on August 26th.
So what is the plan for you guys in terms of keeping kids safe? What will be different on campus?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of changes in that area. And so there'll be daily temperature checks, symptom checks. We'll clean classrooms in between classes. Students will be required to wear masks in the classroom and when passing in the hallways. We'll try to maintain social distancing as much as we can. We'll be staggering our lunches, reconfiguring our dining hall to maintain that social distance and require students with masks. So a lot of cleaning and a lot of protection that way. We're also limiting campus, and following the guidelines of the CDC and the health department and so forth. And so we're starting off the year with very few visitors to campus. Nobody but the students and staff will be allowed in our residence halls and so forth, just to try to keep contact to a minimum and really keep our as safe. That's our number 1 priority.
Sounds like a lot of great things are in place. Melissa, I want to switch over to you a little bit and talk about you've got a student there at the academy. What has it been like for your one?
My son is going to be in his 3rd year here. He's going to be a junior this year. He has been part of the military academy. It's been a wonderful environment for him. Prior to coming, when he was in junior high, he struggled with things like organization, time management, being self-motivating. And the military academy the school as a whole, has given him the arena and the opportunity to develop abilities and skills that he didn't know he had. It's a very small supportive environment. So both in the classroom, there's a high level of interaction. The teachers really get to know your student and help them. And then outside the classroom, there's a lot of opportunity to interact with their peers, not just in their own grade, but across the grades. And so he had mentors that were several years older than him. And I don't think that that's a very, common thing in a lot of schools where you have a freshman who's looking up to the seniors. And so he's had both the tools and the inspiration to grow, and he has improved dramatically academically. He made the dean's list this past year. He's playing several different sports and just, he has a leadership position now. And so he tries a lot more new things.
I love hearing all that. I mean, it's such a cool story of how that changed for him. I know you guys are in Delafield. It's not only a boarding and day school, but it's also that college prep, like you mentioned. So it's got all of the factors there. I know you've got an open house coming up. I want to make sure people have the information for that. So I'm going to give all the information as well as the scholarship. And I know you offer financial aid too. Thanks for joining me, both of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Here's some information for you for St. John's Northwestern Academy. Any new student who enrolls this fall, just put the morning blend in the referral box on the application. You'll receive a $2,500 morning blend scholarship. So please do that. There's an open house. If you want to check it out, Friday, the 14th of August, it's at 9:30 a.m. Here's where you can call for more information. Toll free at 800-752-2338 or go online at sjnacademies.org for more.